Welcome, welcome. This is Marcus Boles, President and CEO of Customized Minds. Thank you for coming back with me, tuning in, getting some more great information that's going to inspire and empower you. You know we have another great topic that's going to make sure you maintain that status as a super achiever. So let's go ahead and dive straight in. Yes, today we're going to be talking about a one-liner, application. And where does that come from? I'm going to use a quote. I'm going to kind of paraphrase it from Albert Einstein. It goes a little bit something like this. A man that reads too much and utilizes his brain too little becomes and falls into the lazy habits of thinking. Let me say that one more time. A man that reads too much begins to use his brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Now, what does that really equate to? It's this simple. Just because you're collecting more information doesn't mean you're becoming smarter. It doesn't mean you're becoming more efficient. It doesn't mean you're becoming more productive. It doesn't mean that you're improving. It doesn't mean that you're growing. It doesn't mean anything. And that is why we have the one word, application. Do you fall into that category of collecting all of this data, all of this information, all of this knowledge, all of this wisdom, and do nothing with it? Yeah, there are a lot of people that do that. Now, there's nothing wrong with reading. There's nothing wrong with collecting. But if you are not applying application, real world, putting hands to keyboards, feet to ground, however you want to describe it, if you are not applying the information that you are gathering and not going deep with it, becoming a master at it, you're doing yourself injustice. And you're ultimately doing what Albert Einstein said what a man does. A man that reads too much and utilizes his brain too little falls into lazy habits of thinking. Why? Because your brain is cluttered. Your brain is constantly being bombarded with all of this new information, not knowing where to put it, how to store it, relate to it, experiences connect it, and apply it somewhere. So it's just collecting. Then when you try to go recall it, you don't even know what it was that you read or tried to apply or trying to recall because you didn't actually do anything with it. See, we learn by absorbing and then doing. I don't care what type of learning style you say that you have. The reason you become a professional, a master, a great, a super achiever is because you focus on a subset of skills, a sub area, and you become great at it. And you kind of get inside of this box. There's nothing wrong with stepping outside of your box and learning one or two new things, but that learning needs to be focused. You need to focus on your core skills, your core attributes, your core characteristics that's going to make you a super achiever. Do not continue to read all of this information and do nothing with it. Focus on applying a skill. Focus on applying one book for 3 months. How many books have you read and went back and reread it again and learned something different that you didn't realize before? You've done it. You've done it with a movie. Reading and learning and collecting information is the same way. You will watch a movie one time, and the next time you watch it, you're like, oh, that's what they meant by when that part of the movie happened or where they were referencing back to something. Why? Because you are reprocessing it again and looking at it from a different lens with a different experience, with different connections, and actually applying application to the information. So, I'm going to say it one more time. Do not read all of these books. Do not collect all this information. Do not watch all of these videos and do nothing with it. Set aside time to focus on one material and apply it and see the change that happens in your life. As I always say, you have exactly what you say now. If you believe it now, it's yours to have right now today. The power of life and death is in the tongue, more importantly, in the mind. But first, you got to believe in your heart. Take care, share it, and I'll see you back here on the next one. you.